Breaking news with Paul Toole.
Hello and a very warm welcome. The Cal League, the first Crip softball league in Los Angeles, presents its coffee table book of 500 Black Unity pictures by author L.A. Nutt. The Cal League uplifting families, communities and ending the sickness of gang violence that has plagued black communities for over 50 years. The Cal League players, former Crips on 11 teams, backed by their communities, create a safer environment for all LA communities. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.
What makes you righteous? You see, I don't smoke, I don't drink. I won't fornicate and I won't commit adultery. I don't smoke dope. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. And I say all my prayers every day. And I give whatever I can in charity. Yes, sir. And what else do you do? But what do you mean, what else? Is there something else? That's nothing. That's vanity. So you don't smoke, so what? So you don't drink. You don't use drugs. So what? What are you doing to better the condition of others? What are you doing to reform where you live? And if you do nothing to reform society with the knowledge you have received, then you are guilty of concealing knowledge. And that is a cardinal sin.
As young men growing, trying to make a difference in our neighborhoods, and things just kind of got out of hand. And I want to personally apologize to the world for our part in turning LA into the melting pot of ignorance. I'm apologizing for myself, I'm apologizing for Tookie, I'm apologizing for Buddha, I'm apologizing for Mad Dog, I'm apologizing for every Crip that came up in my era. Because we truly didn't know, we were just trying to do something constructive.
About people wanting to interview someone like that? Should they not be interviewing them? And do you think that maybe it's clickbait?
For something like this, that is horrible. And you really want to interview him and get his opinion and get his position. First of all, you're not helping him, because the whole purpose in LA's law is that at 25 you get out, you try to make something of yourself. You try to do something with your life. Hopefully there's been some sort of reform. But you come out and people are like, yo, bro, how you feel about what you did? That's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody. So as you're sharing with me about gag orders, I'm gonna go look into that, because that makes sense to me.
So you would consider having a gag order where he can't necessarily, or anyone involved can't speak on your son's name per se?
That's right. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. Stop talking about him. Do what you want to do, say what you want to say, but do that with your own stuff.
What do you say to the people who feel like you got off too lightly and they wanted to see you spend forever in jail?
They right. I did get off too lightly.
Yeah, California be like that now.
But yeah, that's how it is, California.
That's a bold statement to say. So what do you feel like? What do you feel like you should have? What should have happened to you?
Well, I mean, I can't say what was happened to me.
Well, man. Listen, we back again, man. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Crip. Man, we got an interesting topic today, man. You know, because I get a lot of. First, welcome everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Crip. Welcome to the show. Man, I get a lot of questions all the time, man. And I thought today, we're gonna call this Sunday Gospel with Dr. Crip. And we're gonna speak on some things that some people say we probably not necessarily supposed to speak on because of you from here, you from there, and all that other type of stuff. But we're gonna address some of this because once you do something and it goes public and you speak on it, then it's pretty much open forum for everybody. So we're gonna address this elephant in the room with this young dude, man. And I could have put together a whole lot of clips because we know it's more clips than actually what is out there, what is seen. We know some of the stuff that the dude then said, but he don't care. That's life. He's talking about killing people and everything. But this is the type of stuff that affects LA, and it's just the type of stuff that is GAMD, because believe it or not, I know some information about that guy. I'm not gonna say where I got it from or anything like that, but I do know some information about that guy, and that guy's whole life is GAMD. Now, if you know, when he was in the Los Padrinos before they shut it down, he was in there on the the YouTube and the social media and all that other type of stuff. And, it's just a big ordeal. I can't speak to, did he beat the case or what happened or anything like that. But what we will talk about is the case in general, and the situation, because it's old and young. Let's talk about some of the facts. The first fact, that dude was led by some old niggas than him, older than him, to go do that to that dude. That was nothing that he planned and plotted and all that. Look at this guy. You think he orchestrated that plan and seen it and did? No. That plan was orchestrated by some older dudes that just went haywire. And to my knowledge, the old dudes is the ones who told on him. I may be incorrect, but to my knowledge, the old dudes is the ones who initiated the investigation, the dry snitching and all this other stuff. So we already know, okay, the guy is from Hoover. As the No Jumper platform has already explained all that, and it's like, where's this guy going in life? This type of stuff intrigues me, man. I am intrigued by this because this could be your child. This could be your son. This could be your daughter in this exact same spot. And look, people are using this guy already. Now, is he getting paid? I don't know. Is he running around here in a Bentley? I don't know. Is it social media fame? For sure. Is it good? I don't know. Is it bad? I would say yes, because if you're not profiting on it, I mean, how is it going to help? How is it going to benefit you in life? The saying that I am the guy who killed this dude. You know, I am the one who took this dude out. So I know a lot of people will probably be mad, like, oh, this old nacho ass speaking on the home. That's Hoover business, all that type of stuff. See, all that stuff need to be knocked out. Man, shut up with all that, because this affects all of Los Angeles, man. This type of stuff affects all of Los Angeles. It affects our youth. It affects where we go. It affects how we move. It affects everything, because people don't know, other people from New York that guy was associated with. Just, man, I hate all LA niggas now. They just killed the homie for nothing. So it affects everybody. It affects everybody. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Hey, everybody, welcome to your show. I'm your host, Dr. Crip. Please like, subscribe, share, pass the word. Let everybody know. Get these kids in here. This is another situation that these kids need to be shown this video. Obviously, when you look at the body language of this guy, he what, they gave me $1,500 to come in there and do that. They gave me $5,000. I mean, he gonna go spend that on a chain, because that's what they want. He gonna go spend that on some $1,000 jeans, because that's what they want. Is that interview gonna help him buy a house? Is that interview gonna help him get out the ghetto? What is that interview going to do for him, let alone the Hoovers that got to bear witness to all that? Oh, you ain't supposed to be speaking on that. You doing too much. No, I ain't, man. That's the problem. This is in everybody's hood. This situation affect everybody, because it's Los Angeles. It's South Central. And once you go viral doing stuff like this, everybody can say and have an opinion about it. My opinion is that this affects the youth, because now they want to kill a rapper. They want to shoot somebody. I don't know nothing about the case. I don't know nothing about. Because we already seen the interviews. I just put that together because I just didn't want to just put everything, but we all seen what he was saying, with the interview, now that I'm not going to say nothing about that guy's mom, the rapper, the dude moms, because guess what? I got mamas out here that got to deal with their kids' murders all on social media. My homegirl from Venice Showline, like, you know what? I've seen YouTube, and my son Def is all on there, and he in jail behind his homies telling on him and all kind of stuff. And she like, that's my son. And his death is just exploited all with these people, the War and Cali and all these podcast people that bring up all these old beefs and all this stuff that just keeps stuff going on. And if you're not trying to stop gang violence, you must be trying to perpetuate it. You must be trying to endorse it. You must be trying to make sure it live on. Some people want gang violence to go on forever because their life don't have no meaning. Their life does not have any meaning, none whatsoever. They don't have any meaning. Their life doesn't have any meaning. Look, man, this is Dr. Crip Sunday Gospel, and we diving into the Pop Smoke murder with this young man. Why? It's, and it's like, it's a double-sided sword, right? Because you got to look at what's happening. It was the old homies, his older homies, that led him to that. But there ain't no older homies telling him not to do this interview stuff. Like, if you're going to do that, man, get some money out of that. I can't say, oh, that's a good thing. That's a blessing for you. Now you can get paid in life, because you the person that got to deal with that murder for the rest of your life, whether you beat it or whatever the case, But what it shows in society, what's happening right now, of how anything can be made a profit. See, if you're not paying attention, for 20-something years, I've always been telling my homies situations just like this dude. Hey, man, listen, all negatives, anything can be a positive now, whether it's negative then and 20 years later. It usually takes 20 years. You understand what I'm saying? It usually takes 20 years for something like this to become a positive. But because of social media, now what is supposed to take a long run is now in your face. This dude ain't been dead 5 years. And here it is, the alleged killer is already on social media talking about it. See, before social media, let's just think. Are you familiar with Tanya Harding? Do you know who that is? This is the white lady figure skating. This is the white lady from figure skating. She had her boyfriend beat Nancy Kerrigan with a hammer on her knees because she couldn't beat her straight up. So she had her boyfriend hit her on the knees with a hammer, cracked her knees, ruined her whole skating career. Now, Tanya Harding got eliminated from skating and threw off the Olympic team and all that type of stuff. But guess what happened 20 years later? She winded up on reality TV boxing. She wrote a book. She's trying to do all kinds of stuff because guess what? In this society now, a negative can be a positive depending on what it is. And that's what's happening with this young man right here. But is it being done correctly? I don't know, because the way he looked, it doesn't look like he got anything out of that. I mean, they might have put some few $100s in his pockets, and let him just run his mouth. But he went there to murder that guy representing Hoover. Whether the Hoovers want to admit it or say whatever, he was with real Hoovers when he did it. So it is the Hoovers' responsibility to help that young man not do interviews like that. If you want to talk to this guy, then you got to go through the proper channels. You got to make sure this dude get paid. We want to see this dude, at least advance in his life. Because at this point, it looks like it's going to be a tragedy in less than a year or so. I don't think this guy going to do too good. I think something's going to happen to him. You know, and it ain't necessarily gonna be by no New York dudes. Something gonna happen to him by some LA dudes. And it's what it is that is just sad that the white man get the benefit off of all that. And nobody is there to protect him. We already sold him out when they came and picked him up. See, I know a few things. This young man came and picked up. He wasn't part of the plot to go out there to do that. They came and picked that dude up from a location, looking for him, and gave him, this is what we finna do, woo, 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 and took him there and didn't realize that his mind wasn't ready for all that. As soon as he stepped in the house, he just got off. And the story unfolds. So it ain't like it was it was hundreds of thousands of dollars and he wind up doing this and that. You know, he come from a dysfunctional family, man. And this is what happens when kids come from dysfunctional families. GAMD, gang addiction mental disorder. It is expanded and expanded and expanded and expanded, and it winds up with situations like that. Now, my thing is, where the Hoovers at now? It's a double-edged sword, man. The older dudes came and got him from Hoover, and now there's no older dudes guiding him from this point on. That man should have never been on no jumper doing an interview by himself. He didn't get on there. I watched the whole interview, just like I'm sure you did. He never said what he was trying to do or nothing. All he said is, I don't care about what happened to him. He talked about murder. He got what he got coming, and woo woo. You mean to tell me that this dude got a prominent future in front of him? He didn't get on there and say, yeah, man, you know, I really messed up. I learned a lot from it. You know, I just want to say, you know, wooty woo, but I'm trying to better my life now. He didn't even play it off properly. You know how the homies that's really demons out here get to court and be like, hey, yeah, play the role properly. He didn't even play the role properly in an interview that millions of people see. So now, if his life is taken in the street, it's just going to be another damn nigga out there. Nothing. He's going to have internet fame. So now when people see him, guess what? They just want to kill him so they can say, yeah, we killed the nigga that killed Pop Smoke. I mean, that's crazy. I never expected to see this guy making his rounds. Now, the only reason why he hasn't went super quadruple viral is because of all the other stuff that's taking place in the world. But believe me, if this was 8, 9, 10 years ago and he got out, he'd be headline news all the way around. Ebony Magazine, Jet Magazine, Right On, Source. Hey, what's up? Source, Hip Hop Edition 12. Double XL, his face would be plastered on the front cover of all their magazine. But because there's so much other stuff going on, he just has a slot. Breakfast, what's the Breakfast Club? I'm not calling him a god. The Charlemagne dude and the rest of them. They all would have had that dude on their show by now. But they not going to do that because they know they don't want to do it because they don't want to respect it. Because they from New York and they going to respect their half of New York. But look at what we do. He on this platform over here with this dude. You feel me? And he by himself. I mean, I don't know if there's anybody in the background. I don't know, but I mean, ain't nobody sitting there with him. I mean, he's just by himself. And I know one of the guys that he looked up to that's no longer here, that died in a tragedy. If he was alive, he'd be with that guy, and he would be trying to lead that guy to a positive, the most positive road that he can get to. Because the story is interesting. You know, you killed this man. You out saying it on the radio. I don't know what happened with the case. But you out of jail now. What's next? What is next? And this is the situation that we have to deal with the rest of your youth. What if this was your child? What if this was your son? What if this was, your nephew? What advice would you give him? What would you tell him? What would you let him expose himself on a platform like that? Hey man, everybody, welcome to the show, man. I'm your host, Dr. Crip. This is Sunday Gospel, where we're going to be airing out gospel. We're going to give you the real, man. This is the truth you need to hear. We're giving it to you on Sundays. Hey, Westside Life, Western Avenue, Queen XC, one move away. Thank y'all for tuning in. Westside Life. Hey, Dr. Crip, ending the sickness is a must. We can't leave it up to Kamala Harris. OGs, please step up. No more in 24. Hey, yeah, look, check this out. I'm not voting for her. She locked up too many black and brown homies for me, And, what kills me about that is like, why do the Democrats always pat people on the back like they done a spectacular job because they was tough on crime? And when you say tough on crime, it's blacks and Mexicans that got locked up. Go pull her numbers, man. She was locking up Mexicans and blacks. She wasn't a senator for 10, 20 years. She ain't got no long run like that. She wasn't no DA like that. Them dudes up north was going to kill her because she was just locking people up. She ain't did nothing. I'm not voting for her. And then she run around here and she got all these black women, all these sororities. Like I said, remember in the Crip softball league, who I said that we were going to be playing, the sororities, the Alpha Omegas and all that, Kappas. You know why? Because they in the streets, we don't like each other. Kappas and Omegas look down on thugs in the streets, and thugs and the gangsters and the Hoovers and the Damus and the gangsters look at them like, no, but really we need each other. We need each other. So we was building that rapport. Don't get it twisted. The baseball league, Cal Athletic League was finna make that first ever move, first in the history, where the streets and education can come together because we need them dudes. And they need us. Like they told us. They said, man, listen, we want to talk. We need to talk to the young RW. What it do, man? I'm just telling the truth, homie. This is Sunday Gospel. They told us, they said, man, look, because I asked them a question. Well, what would y'all say? When he said, man, listen, I'm gonna tell them dudes straight up, you ain't gotta go to college. Get a trade. Get a trade. Get a craft. Get a trade. Man, I can't do nothing. I can't cut hair. I can't lay bricks. I can't paint a car. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I know how to do is run my mouth. That's it. That's all I know how to do, RW, is that's it. I know how to talk and sell crack and weed and sherm. They're my only skills I ever had. Man, I wish I went to school that got a trade in something, man. When I caught a dope case, and went to plumbing school, but I only went to plumbing school for 6 months so I can beat the case. Bingo. Most people don't even do that. Did I finish plumbing school? No. That dude said, man, listen, I'm going to tell them young men, I'm going to tell your young homies, man, listen, man, don't worry about college. If your parents is pressing you to go to college and you don't want to go to college, that's not a big thing. If you want to explore knowledge and you want to go get a source of knowledge that you can't find in the streets, then go to college. And get that, but don't waste your life. He was telling us, he was said, give them 4 years, man. That's it, and go live your life. Go live your life with your trade. But I would tell him, man, come out of high school, man, go straight to welding school, man. Why you got to go to college? Go straight to welding school. Go straight to construction. Go straight to trucking. Go straight to build a craft. Get a trade. Learn a trade. Because you're going to go to college for 4, 5, 6 years. And when you get out, you're going to have to compete against them same people that's in colleges and all that. And the megas and the kappas, they're going to be pulling. Oh, yeah. Hey, interview. Oh, where you go? Oh, you in a mega? Yeah, all right. Interview over, man. It's cool. Yeah, he going to get a job to the kappa because they picky and choosy like that. So if you get a trade, guess what? You get a trade and you learn this trade. You good in this trade. You work for a company now with this trade. But guess what? You just a step away from owning your own business because you know what's going on. So, don't throw your life away, man. Get somewhere. And when I think about this young dude, I'm like, where is he going? What is going to happen to this dude? Where is he at? Where are you going to be at in a year from now? You done got on no jumper with this white man, put money in his pocket. Did anybody advise him? The people that was with him, did he go up there by himself? These is questions that I want to know. You put money in this white man's pocket. I don't know. I just want to say they gave him some money. It ain't enough to go buy no house. He can't even go rent an apartment. Where is he living at? Where is he living at? I don't know, so listen. These is the things that people need to answer these questions, man. What part are the Hoovers playing in his life now? We all know, the world know that this guy is from Hoover that killed this famous rapper. Everybody know this guy is from Hoover. The Hoovers put him in the situation. They came and picked him up. Allegedly, they told on him. It's about 4 people that was in the case. Now he's out running around. The same Hoovers that have podcasters and we see, they need, why he didn't come on a show and talk about this stuff. This is just questions I want to know as a fan. I'm a fan. I just want to know what's happening with this young man. Where is he going? I don't suggest everybody go out and kill a rapper, but now that this didn't happen, if this is your only trump card, don't give it away. If this is your only trump card to success, don't throw it down the drain. Is anybody telling this guy to write a book? Is anybody telling this dude to, to do something? Listen, man, let me tell you something. I told the story. 8 trays and 9 O's. I was at, what is it called on Century? The check cashing place. Taco Pete's. And I seen Damon Football Williams. Now, when I seen him, I wasn't like, oh, this nigga from A-Train, nigga, I'm going to get this thing. Call him. No. My mind was not on none of that. My mind went straight to like, man, this is Football Williams. I'm looking at this dude like a straight celebrity that I want to be a part of getting something accomplished with him. I waited for him to come out that check cashing place. And I said, man, look, man, my name is Ned. I'm from 9-0. I'm like, look, man, my brother from A-Tray, his name is Whoopty Whoop. He's like, yeah, I know your brother. I said, man, look, I don't want no problems, man. I said, look, can I talk to you? All I want to do talk. He said, yeah, what's up? Boom. I said, man, what are you going to do? He said, oh, man, I got some things in work and woo. He was messing with the nation. Now, y'all can't blame me because this is facts. I'm like, okay. The nation had him going around doing all kinds of stuff. You feel me? But I'm like, man, what are you doing? What is happening with you? Are you going to write a book? I'm like, man, you the dude that had the brick. This is the most famous post in all of America right now. If you write a book, man, your shit going to be bestseller, man. It doesn't matter if it's negative or not. Because Whitey want to know what's in your brain. What were you thinking? And I told him, I said, man, listen, I just want to help, man. If you need, he like, man, I got everything under control. I'm like, man, listen, man, just contact my brother, man. I'll be in every day, man. I just want to help. And I shook his hand. He let me, like, okay, for sure, bro. I said, man, just do something, homie. You know what I'm saying? And let let me know. Because I want to be a part of something, And that young man right there, you feel me, has the power, whether it was a negative, he can turn it into positive and benefit his life and his family life. He can take them one step up. But if nobody is attempting to bring that out, then guess what? We're going to see social media again because, he going to be dead, shot in the back of the head with some people that he thought was cool, Some people that's going to lead him straight to Pop Smoke people. Yeah, man, they want you to be, they got some verses they want you to drop. They want you to come rap on this song. They're going to give you 5,000-6,000, okay, and get in there and there's a bunch of New York dudes. I'm trying to figure out what is happening with this guy. Hey, Westside Life, what you said about Camilla Harris is, OGs, please step up. No more than 24. I mean, it's right in our face right now. What's happening in the next 4 or 5 years? Because I'm not voting for that broad. My cousin told me, man, just go write your name on the ballot because he wanted me to vote Democrat. So I'm like, man, I'm not voting for her. I'm not going in no voting booth voting for her, period. That's out. He said, well, just write your name in the ballot. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Because I'm not voting for her. I'm not voting for Trump. I'm not voting for neither one of them. Western Avenue XC, what it do? Western Avenue Queen XC, what it do? One move away. Hey, Dr. Crip, no more 24, please. This is the reason why I'm glad you spoke on this situation and the sickness. You know what? That's what this show is about. It gives the platform to platforms that people want to hear, man. Because I know if I'm curious about this situation, it got to be other people that's curious, whether they're going to say something about it or not. Because according to the rules of LA, I can't say nothing about it because he's from Hoover and I'm from 9-0. You feel me? So I'm from neighborhood. I'm not supposed to speak on it. But I don't care. I don't care. Ain't nothing gonna hold me back now. I'm on social media like everybody else. And this situation is astounding to me. It's astounding. I find it fascinating that this guy is on, this platform with this white boy talking about him killing this famous rapper. And did he get paid? I want to know that. I want to know how much he got paid. I want to know who was winning, who set it up. I want to know all that. Because I want to see where his life is headed. Because if ain't nobody told him, and if somebody tell him that it's a nacho on social media talking about him, I want him to hear this. Do not give your only weapon to people that's going to use you. Hold your own ammo. Load your own gun and fire it when you get ready. You control your own destiny. And if you give it away for crumbs, guess what you're going to have for dinner? Crumbs. Go make a book. Start writing down whatever it is. Talk about that whole day. Throw them people names in there that came and got you and all that. Tell them what you was doing. Tell them what happened after the fact. Tell them everything. Because people want to know. And let that be your answer to the world about what's going on. But benefit off of it. Set it up to where that money come to your account. Set it up to where them views and them likes and them shares or whatever it is that happened come to your vine, come to your lane, not nobody else's. Because I don't know if this dude know that you just went to No Jumper and you just put hundreds of thousands of dollars in this white man's pocket. Is anybody telling this young dude that? And if the Hoovers are not telling him that, y'all wrong for that. The same way y'all was wrong for going to get it. Y'all wrong for letting him do it. Y'all wrong for letting that just go out there like that. In this society today, negatives are turned into positives. Look at all these social media people. that get on here, get caught for lying, cheating, stealing, crime, everything, and still on television, still on social media, still doing everything. What makes you so different? Nothing. Because people want to know. And if you give it away for free, guess what? You're going to be next year. Now somebody going to film you back in jail, beat up, in the alley getting socked out, showing where you supposed to be living at in a hut, a sidewalk, all this, man. Come on, bro. Man, this is Dr. Crip Sunday Gospel, man. Stop throwing the youth away. That's what we constantly doing, man, is we just constantly throwing our youth away, man. We are throwing our youth away, bro. They are not benefiting off of what we are doing out here. They not. They going down the drain. They going down the drain, bro. Western Avenue, Queen XC. Yes, that was a bad look. It's a bad look on Hoover. It's a bad look on Los Angeles. It's a bad look on Crips, Bloods, everybody. It's a bad look on that dude family, whatever family he got. It's just a bad look in general. Now the mama is looking to put a gag order on it. And guess what? 9 out of 10, she's going to win. She's going to win. She's going to win. Now, you're not going to be able to do no platforms nowhere because you then gave up your only leverage that you have on this white man show. And you got paid one time if you got paid that. I mean, look at the way he looked. I mean, he looked like you needed a haircut to me. I mean, I know how the homies wear their hair, but it looked like you really needed a haircut. That needed to be trimmed. That didn't look like no designer shirt. You got on some swap meet jeans. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It doesn't look like you are benefiting since you've been out of jail. You know, I'm just saying, everybody seen the interview. I need to look at this again. Let's look at this again. Let me see this, man. Let me see this. Let me see this.
How do you feel about people wanting to interview someone like that? Should they not be interviewing them? And do you think that maybe it's clickbait?
For something like this, that is horrible. You really want to interview him and get his opinion and get his position. First of all, you're not helping him. Because the whole purpose in LA's law is that at 25 you get out, you try to make something of yourself. You try to do something with your life. Hopefully there's been some sort of reform. But you come out and people are like, yo, bro, how you feel about what you did? That's not helping anybody. It's not helping anybody. So as you're sharing with me about gag orders, I'm going to go look into that because that makes sense to me.
So you would consider having a gag order where he can't necessarily, or anyone involved can't speak on your son's name per se?
That's right. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. Stop talking about him. Do what you want to do. Say what you want to say, but do that with your own stuff.
What do you say to the people who feel like you got off too lightly and they wanted to see you spend forever in jail?
They right. I did get off too lightly.
California be like that now.
But yeah, that's how it is, California.
That's a bold statement to say. So what do you feel like? What should have happened to you?
Well, I mean, I can't say what happened to me.
Come on, man. Are you serious? Come on now. Now, see, you heard what his mother said. That's a smart woman right there. You know, usually you're supposed to get out and say something, you know, play the role, you know, get something to get in where people want to invest in you because you made a tragic mistake. But don't nobody want to do nothing with you. You just a dusty nigga off of Fig and Vermont now and over. That's all you are. That's what people took away from that whole interview. And I'm sitting there looking at this whole interview like, why is this guy on here? And who let him on here? And why is he not on here with these G Hoover now that's trying to do all the podcasts that they got and all that? Why he didn't do their podcasts? Why he not on their social media trying to say, listen, man, you were led astray. You were never supposed to be a part of that. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Because this is facts. He was picked up from a location. He can't say, I know what happened that day, how he got picked up and all that. That is facts. He was picked up. And he was put in the car and he was told about this lick. To do this and do that. And when he got in there, all that adrenaline, missed the disorder, mental disorder, all that kicked in when he stepped through that door. And now that dude is dead. And nobody got nothing. All y'all got caught. And then now it's alleged snitches that's part of that told on him. This is a sad, sad city, man, when stuff like that take place and our youth is involved, whether they come from dysfunctional families, homes, or whatnot, man. You know, it's just sad, bro. It's sad. And do not let your child, do not let your daughter, do not let your son, do not let your niece, do not let your nephew go out like that. If you can control any part of their life, man, don't let them go out like that. I know for a fact, after that murder, that dude was pumped up. Yeah, man, I was supposed to pop something, dude. Woo, woo. And apparently, I don't believe he was from Hoover when he did it. He was a wannabe. But now you got thrown in Los Patrinos and camp and all that. You have to do all that stuff now. It's part of it. So, I'm just at awe about the whole situation with that dude and that. And I couldn't really, I could have put a better thing together to show a whole lot more of the interview, but I know everybody has seen it. But I just wanted to speak on it because I needed to know where this dude is at. You know, I want people to hit me like, shut up, quit speaking on us and all that, because that just lets you know that they feel some way about it too, because he's associated with them. And just like he was in jail with social media, when he was in jail, he was on there and, claiming Hoover and all that other stuff, but I don't understand why nobody is talking to him now. Why is he by himself now? Why was he on that show? I don't know who the black dude is. I don't know nothing or nobody on there. I just know that everybody that come on there is not all what they say. Maybe a small percentage, maybe one or two people that come through there who are actually gang members that can actually represent their neighborhood. But the majority, everybody else, man, it's always a situation with them. Like they ain't really from the hood, or they saying something stupid, or they always got a problem with the hood and all that. So it just baffles me, like how this dude is on there just openly talking about how he just killed this dude, but you don't got nothing, because you're in he's in the 18 chain bracket. And please don't tell me that You don't want 18 chains. Yes, you do. You are 18 chains. Everybody that's 18 to 28 in the city of Los Angeles, if you call yourself gang, you want 18 chains. You want an '08 foreign. You want 18 chains. You want to be the man out there. Yes, you do. So I don't want to hear none of that. And you on there looking like a straight bum, you know? So I I don't know who plotted on you to get you up there. I don't know how they got you up there, but it just throws me off that white boy you just put a bunch of money in that white man's pocket on this so-called black platform that everybody get the benefit off of. But all you dudes ain't doing nothing, you know? But that white man he ate off that interview. I can tell you that because the world wanted to know about this dude that killed this guy, Pop Smoke. And you just sat up there looking weird, talking weird, ain't said nothing. You could tell that it's a mental thing going on because you talking low. You ain't trying to brag about it. You know, I know you said one of the parts of the interview, yeah, he talked about deaths. I ain't mad. He got killed. He got what he talked about. You know, just the epitome of why people call us just idiots. Gang banging is just idiots because of situations like that. You know, these rapper dudes can't get you on their albums and all that because they're going to, in turn, they can't have you on songs and all that because then they saying, well, you supporting the dude that killed Pop Smoke. And guess what? They want to be on with New York dudes and all that because they want to make money. So, you know, where's your life going? This is what I'm trying to figure out. And if ain't nobody telling this dude, man, stay off these interviews, create your own interview line, do your own social media, do all that yourself, you know, so you can get your own money. I mean, it's just like a wasted life, you know? And I don't understand why the older Hoovers are not taking him under the wing right now because he claiming Hoover. You know, you saying that you from Hoover, so you know, them older dudes somebody need to go over there and get a hold of that guy, man, and lead him down the path of where he can benefit off of whatever the stupidity that he gonna say. Benefit off of it. You heard what the mother's saying, so she basically saying what I'm saying. You are supposed to get out under reform and act like something, but she mad now. She more mad that you just like us, just dumb, you know, and just throwing your life away to all these people. She can't even believe that. Like, he not even benefited off of killing my son. It's just it's just a waste, you know? That's why she like, yeah, you know what? I might look into that now. Just to shut you up so you can't go nowhere else. And I just don't understand why. You know, I just don't understand how. I just don't understand why. It just baffles me that this dude is just on an interview with this white man and just putting money in his pocket. And ain't nobody got nothing to say. He got these other dudes on there using him to get to this dude right here. Blacks using blacks, same thing. The other dude, you act like you just some reporter, just, you know, man, you didn't say, man, listen, man, I want to help you, man, change the narrative in your life, man. Will you allow me to help you, bro? Can I do something for you? I want to work with you. Ain't none of that. You just, hey man, how you feel about it? You know, come on, man. Like a guinea pig, homie. Like a guinea pig. That's what our youth are out to people out here. Guinea pigs. That's why I say on No Jumper, who you got a small percentage of real gang members coming through there. You know, a very small percentage of real ones coming through there, man. So, you know, I had to say something about I had to say something about this particular situation because it affects me that Black youth are just being used, exploited, and dying at the same time. And the narrative need to change on that. You know, all the gang interventionists that's from Hoover, you know, go look into this dude, man. Try to find out about this young dude, man. Don't let that dude throw his life away like that, man. You know, get involved with that young dude, man, and try to get something done positive for him to change, man. You know, to put some money in his pocket, because if not, I don't see that dude alive in the next 3 years. I don't see him. I don't see his life becoming nothing. And he definitely have a father, and he definitely have a mother. And whatever the circumstances with both of them, you know, it's gonna be bad if he end up cold on the sidewalk somewhere. You know, it's gonna be bad if he end up somewhere dead. And people gonna be like, oh, that's the homie. Oh, that's this, that's that, you know. Oh, yeah, you know. And please, if when he died, just don't go start rest in peace, such and such, long live such and such. Don't start doing all that after he gone. You know, these gangs now, man, they celebrate snitches, they celebrate rapists, anything, man, to make a fuss about. You know, anything. Long live such and such. Don't start doing that after that dude is dead, or go free him when he go kill an innocent kid. Now he in jail and all that. Don't start doing all that. Help that dude right now, man. Don't let him do no more interviews, man, unless he is getting paid enough to where he can benefit off of it. Because you cannot benefit off no interviews, because once you tell the story once, and ain't nobody gonna want to keep hearing the same story over and over and over and over and over and over again. The platform is gonna get shut down. So what you're gonna be left with is telling a book, writing a book, how you threw your life away doing this. That's what's gonna get you paid. You know, doing something educational. You know, getting with these programs that go to these different camps and jails in different states that let you talk, where they can pay you to go to Kansas City, to go to Iowa and Denver and talk to the youth that's throwing their life away. Because when you walk in, they're going to be like, yeah, this is the guy that killed Pop Smoke. Man, I wish I never done that. I mean, that's a narrative. That's a platform that you can build on, man. You know, come on, man. The Hoovers, not just the Hoovers, but everybody need to get it together when they get people like this in their hood. Come on, man. This is chess, man. This ain't checkers. In this society now, all negatives can become a positive depending on how you spin it. I don't need no examples. You see them every day. The ones that go to jail, they get caught stealing, they go, you know, that call themselves preachers and motivational speakers, but they still got these platforms and people still dealing with them. So depending on what the negative is, it can always be spent to become a positive. And that's what need to happen with this dude right here, man. Somebody need to get a hold of this young dude, man, to change his life, to change his narrative or the path he's going down, man. Because right now, it ain't happening. It ain't good, man. And I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay focused on trying to just keep watching to see, man, because I'm gonna keep talking about it until the Hoovers do something about it. You know, until they say, "Look, man, we just gonna pull you up under our wing, homie." Now, if you want interviews with this dude, you gotta come through the Hoovers. I mean, something, man. You know, to where this dude can get food and have shelter and clothes and eat every day and not just be on social media, you know, giving up his location because somebody's going to end up killing that dude, man, for reasons less than what he killed Pop Smoke for. And it's time that we did something about it, man, you know. It's something that needs to take place, man. Somebody need to do something. Man, I don't want to take up too much time. This is Dr. Crip, Sunday Gospel, man. We're going to be back next Sunday, too, with a new topic and some more gospel for the ears, homie. This is Dr. Crip. Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming through. Westside Live, Western Avenue, Queen XC, one move away, RW. This is Dr. Crip. Please like, subscribe, share, man. I'm out.